Race number 1, Dan and Jason to the stand. I need my marshals, Dave, Keith, and Rodney, to the track right now. It is 7:02 now.
Finally. It's not like you were gluing anyone's tires. What's taking you so long? You weren't gluing my tires. You had the free time. A princess needs her beauty sleep. Okay? You know it.
Where are my marshals at? Dave Herbig, Keith Tishner, and Rodney. I've got Rodney plus my volunteer. Well, there is only 3 cars, so I only need 3 marshals. Looking for... Oh, well, I guess that is all of them.
You're good. We're waiting on a marshal anyway.
Keith Tishner to the track. Oh, here comes Doug to the rescue. All right, we're settled on marshals. We're going to let him change his controller batteries. All right, get the cars rolling. Watch down the backstretch. Go ahead and get your practice laps.
That ain't gonna make a difference.
All right, get the cars rolling. We are going to get going. Ooh. All right, race will go live in less than 5. Jason, Eric, and Dan, all 3 cars have passed. Oh, caution turn 3. Seems like it happens every single week. First lap, Dan's going to be 3 seconds down. So your number 1 car is Jason Herbig down the backstretch. Orange and blue, number 24. The Flames coming up on Eric. That is your number 2 car. So our number 1 car leading out the pack. In the 2 is Eric, and 3 is Dan. Oh, Dan with a rollover. Launch 3 and 4. It's clear. Last lap, he was in the number 2 position. Back to the 3 he goes. 1/10 of a second between those 2 cars, Eric and Dan. Last time by, Dan's going to get up to that number 2 spot. All the while, Jason up to a 7-second lead, looking for the lap on Dan, his closest contender. Dan starting to pull a gap on Eric, about 3.5 seconds last time by. So, Jason, your leader, 51.402, ran a 4.5 hot lap. Very fast out of him tonight. In the number 2 spot, Dan Stewart, 48.404, 7 seconds behind Jason, starting to crack down at it a little bit. 6.5. Oh, another rollover. Here comes Jason. That'll spread the gap out a little bit more. They are spread out on the clock, but real close on the track. Dan's in a real good position here. He gets to pace off of Jason for the rest of the race and hopefully get good standings. So halfway through this one, 2 minutes down, 2 minutes left to go. Your leader, Jason, getting a little squirrely out of turn 2, down the front stretch. The number 2 car right behind him now. Dan Stewart, half a second behind him on the track. About 7.7 on the clock. Did stretch out about a 1.5 seconds in the last couple laps. Eric, 9.7 back. So long as nobody gets any real bad mistakes, this should be where they end up for the race. Dan Stewart, 4.6 hot lap, and Eric with a 5.0 hot lap. Oh, Jason catching a lap car in turn 2. Not gonna hurt him too bad. Oh, Dan going for a tumble. Gonna catch the rear end of another car. He's gonna pull it off. This is gonna put him in the number 3 position. So last time by, Eric Mason to the number 2 spot. 45 seconds left to go. Dan Stewart had a 15-second lap. Oh, Dan with a mistake. Here comes Eric. The gap now, 1/10 of a second between those 2 cars. Eric to the number 2 spot now. 0.5 of a second separating the 2 and 3 car. 25 seconds on the clock. Jason's in between that battle. He's got a messed up bumper. It got all creased. So Eric just has to follow behind the leader. Dan Stewart, last lap, to the number 2 spot. 1.6. Oh, he's going to go rollover. Eric might be back to the 2 now. Dan with the spin out. Eric's definitely going to have that 2. Hold it down for another lap. Dan is still alive. Eric and Jason are done. That is a race. Jason, Eric, and Dan, your top 3 for tonight's main. Jason running a pretty flawless race, 50.402. Had about 15 seconds over that number 2 spot. Thank you very much, Rodney. All right, if you were a racer in that last one, please make your way to the track. Eric and Jason are only 2 able to marshal. Looking for 2 more volunteers.
You don't ever skip out. I know it.
Looking for 2 more volunteers to help us out with this race. right, track is live. Track is open for practice. Still looking for one more volunteer marshal. We can get it done with 3. I just want to make sure we have enough to marshal the middle of the track. Just need one more person, one more unlucky soul to come out here and marshal our slash class. If you are in the next race, I will give you plenty of time. Super light night. No need to be in a rush. If you are able to marshal, please come help. Hey, Billy. Bill Gibson. All right, go ahead and shut the track down. Shut the track down. Dave, track's quiet for a second. You're good. We need one more marshal so we can get this race going. Grant, Bill, Keith, someone in the crowd. I might have to go marshal it myself. Thank you, Doug. We appreciate it. We can get this one going. Everybody get your cars rolling. Thank you very much. That's 2 races in a row Doug has marshaled for. We love him so. All right, go ahead and get them spread out. Spread them out. Track is going live in less than 5. Rodney, only one on the clock. Next is Dave, Jack, and Mason. All 4 have crossed and are checked and going. Ooh, watch it down the backstretch. That's a 3-way race. Oh. Max and Jack going to get into each other. It's only going to slow them down. Dave with a spin out. Only one to cleanly get some laps in is Rodney. 43 and a 4:05 for him. He has 3 seconds to the good of the number 2 car. That's Max. So Max in the number 2 spot. Dave in the 3 and Jack in that 4th spot. So 45 seconds down, 3:15 left to go. Rodney out front. He's the black and orange stock Traxxas body going down the backstretch now. Coming up on this pack of 3, getting up on 2 wheels. Max, the number 2 car, right behind Dave on the track. Max is at all purple, gets out in front of him. Oh, Dave's going to race him for track position. It's only going to hurt them both. A move gone wrong. Ronnie going to get out front of this 3-car pack. So Ronnie, clean track. Got around that pack of cars. He's now 10 seconds to the lead. Max in that 2 spot. He's right behind him on the track. The all purple. In 3 spot is Dave Herbig. Blue and white going down the front stretch now. In that number 4 spot, red and black going down the front stretch. That is Jack in the 4th spot. So your leader has an 8-second lead now. It's being dropped a little bit by Max. Max was behind him a couple laps going on the track. Oh, watch turn 2. That was your leader. Was 8 seconds. We're going to see what it is this time. 3.7. That is the gap, 1 to 2. Max starting to run some really fast laps. 5.8 out of him last time. 5.5 out of Rodney. Rodney's trying to chip it back out. So your leader is the orange and black. Make sure to let him by when he comes up on you. You got around some traffic. 1:20 left to go in this race. Ronnie, your leader, 5.2 second fast lap. Super quick lap out of him. He's going through turn 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Down the front stretch he goes. Right in front of him is the next closest car on the track, Max Mason, all purple, black rims. He just hit the line, going through 3 and 4 now. Your number 3 car, Dave Herbig, 45 seconds left on the clock. He is 12 seconds away from Max. 25 seconds back is Jack. So big separation in the back of the field. Rodney and Max, 5.5 apart. 30 seconds left to go. Dave, another 10 seconds back, is your number 3 car. Closest race is between the 1 and 2. Number 1 down the front stretch. And the number 2 right in front of him. Looking to lap this car on the track. He only has to hold out for 5 more seconds. 5 more seconds without a mistake, and he will be tonight's TQ. There's the bell. Rodney is done. Everyone else keep going. Everybody will be done when they cross line. Max, Dave, and Jack are done. That is a race. Ronnie, Max, and Dave, your top 3 for the slash class. All right, make your way to the track if you were a racer in that last one. I only have 2 of my marshals. There's number 3. Just need 1 more volunteer. I know Dave was in that last one. Dave, if you can find someone to substitute for you, that would be good. Or if you want to do it yourself, we also appreciate that. Still looking for Bill. Bill, the only one. Oh, caution 1 and 2. Caution 1 and 2. I tried to call it as fast as I could. All right, we have all of our marshals. You all have your practice laps. You all have them pretty evenly spread out. The track will go live in less than 5. Dan, Grant, Keith. Only ones to cross. Still waiting on Bill and Doug. They just crossed. All right, 10 seconds into this one. We're going to let them get a couple more laps. Ooh, caution turn 4. That was Grant. Grant's going to fall back in the pack a little bit. He was in the 1 spot, now to the 2. So your leader 30 seconds into this one, Dan Stewart. He's all white, yellow wheels going by the front stretch now. Oh, caution on the back. Caution in turn 3 and 4, 3 and 4. 3 and 4, it's still there, still there. It's clear. Dan Stewart, 50 and a 4.0. Ran a 4.5 fast lap. Looks to be absolutely on pace with the stock buggy guys. In the number 2 spot is Bill Gibson, 1.3 seconds behind. Dan and Bill separated by 1.8 now, 2 seconds last time by 2 to 3, separated by 1 second. Doug is in that 3 spot, Grant in the 4, and Keith in the 5. So your number 1 car, going down the backstretch, gets caught on a lap car. Oh, 1 and 2 down the backstretch. Dan and Bill. Bill now to the point. Doug now to the point. Doug is out front. He's in the black and white going down the front stretch now. In the number 2 spot, Dan Stewart, all white, yellow wheels. 3 is going to be Bill Gibson, orange, black flames. Hitting the line now. That's your number 3 car. 1 and 2 separated by 1.8 seconds. The gap between 2 and 3 is going to be 2 seconds. 2 seconds separated by your 1, 2, and 3 evenly. 1:30 left on the clock. Your leader down the backstretch now. Right in front of him is the number 3 car, Bill Gibson. The number 2 car down the backstretch now, coming up on a full field of cars. Gets by 1. That was Keith. He's in your number 5 spot. Coming up on Grant. He's in the number 4. Dan getting a little squirrely out of turn 4. Seems all the cars are getting squirrely coming out of the turns. Makes good for rotation and speed, but real hard to control. Doug down the front stretch now. Right in front of him, Bill Gibson. He's been following him for the last 5 laps. Running real clean together. Bill's going to get a little loose. They are 5 seconds apart. Bill in the 3 spot, though. Bill's going to dive back in. Not the move I would have done. Doug gets clean. Here comes Dan. Dan now to the point last time by. Caution down the back. Caution down the back. Go to the outside. To the outside. It's clear. Dan going to have it wide open track. It was half a second. Now 1.3. Doug struggling to find footing again. He needs to get back in a groove. There's 10 seconds left on the clock. He's hit every pipe on the track. Caution on the front. His car is broken, it seems. Now I will call you when you're done. Grant, you are done. Everyone else is still alive. Dan and Doug are done looking for Bill and Keith. That is a race. Dan, Bill, and Doug, your top 3.
What happened in the car?
I tried to call it as quick as I could. All of them.
So many mistakes. You know what that thing looks like it needs? You know what it looks like it needs? Some better tires. That's what it looks like. They weren't gripping. Or it could use some more toe on that left side. Too much toe? Well, was the car pushing or just understeering? Well, did you feel like your front wheels had grip, or was it just working all too much on the rear?
He's running on some old tires too. Them slicks. You running my slicks? Oh, did you cut your slicks off? I told you I was running my Octagon. Oh, Octagon. I told you that.
Caution turn 4, caution turn 4.
What, was it gripping or what? The front wheels? For the better or the worse? I mean, it's probably worse for the car, but is it more grip? Yeah.
All right, need one more Marshall from that last one. Well, Dan and Keith cannot marshal, so we should be able to get it done with just 3 marshals. Oh. So, track will be live in less than 5. Dave, Rodney, Jason, and Keith. Oh, caution 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Oh, man. That was Rodney from the 1 to the 4 spot on the first lap. So, Jason, your number 1 car. Orange and blue, number 24. Orange rims down the front stretch and the line. 3 and 4, he goes. Your number 2 car is Keith. The white, number 14, down the front stretch now. In the 3 spot is going to be Dave. Blue and green flames coming up on his son. There's Jason. And in that 4th spot is going to be Rodney. The black, sunburn yellow, sunburn orange. Ooh, caution turn 2. That was Keith, your number 2 car. That's going to put Keith probably to the 3 spot. Not quite. Dave is there, though. Half a second between those 2 cars. Keith and Dave, your number 2 and 3 car. Keith a little bit faster. He has the fastest lap on the track, 5.13. Jason, 5.15. Those are the fastest laps. Jason Herbig running a 46 and a 401. Ran a 5.19 last time. Keith, 5.4. The gap between 1 and 2 stretching out. 4.5 seconds now. Between 2 and 3 was half a second. Now 1.7. Oh, Keith with another mistake. That's going to put him all the way down to the 4 spot. Rodney up to the 2. Got around Dave that last lap. Dave and Rodney switching back and forth every lap, separated by just thousandths of a second. Oh, Rodney with a mistake. Watch turn 2. Go wide. Go wide. Rodney down to the 4 spot. Dave up to the 2. Keith up to the 3. Jason gonna walk away with this one. 220 down, 140 left to go. Jason out front, 46.403. Oh, his car diffing out, picking up some wheel. Keith in that 2 spot. The all white going down the backstretch now. He'll be coming up on Dave. Keith in the last couple laps got up to that number 2 position. Dave falling back to the 3. 7 seconds back from your leader is Keith in that 2 spot. Another 2.3 is going to be Dave. And 1 second back is Rodney. 2, 3, and 4 separated by 3 seconds. Don't make any mistakes or you could drop all the way back to the 4 spot. 45 seconds left to go. Your leader coming up behind a pack of cars. He's got Rodney, Keith, and Dave in front of him. Dave leading out the pack. He is in the number 4 spot now. Rodney coming up to the 3. Keith with a little mistake. That might put a Rodney up there. Rodney just 1.2 seconds away from that number 2 spot. Oh, David with a little mistake. That's going to settle him in the 4. Oh, caution 3 and 4. Caution 4. That was our number 2 and 3. Keith and Rodney going to settle out. 5 seconds left on the clock. Keith has 3 seconds to the good of Rodney. Rodney with another 3 back to Dave. Separated evenly. When you cross, you will be done. Dave is done. Keith and Rodney. There's Jason. That's a race. Race is over. Jason, Keith, Rodney, your top 3 for the night. So it is currently 7:30.
Hey Doug, what do you think y'all need practice? Like 15 minutes maybe?
It is 7:33. Practice will be going until 7:50. Practice until 7:50. That's 18 minutes. 18 minutes of practice. Track will be closed at 7:50 for watering. Race number 1 will be back at 8 o'clock. Race number 1 up in 7 minutes. Racing will come back at 8 o'clock. Buggy Street Stock up first. Running order did not change. Since there are so few heats, we just kept the same running order. So, Buggy Street Stock first. Marshall's from the late model class. Up in 6 minutes. Race number 1 to the track. Jason, Eric, and Dan, please start making your way to the track. Marshall's going to be from that slash late model class. Marshals are going to be Keith and Dave, or Keith and Rodney, to the track for marshalling. Keith to the track for marshalling. Still looking for Jason. Is he on his way? I don't see where Jason's at. Tell him to hustle.
Don't make me fight for it.
I'm bigger than him.
Dan, you gonna flip on the first lap? Not even on the second lap? Not even on the third lap? No flipping. Good deal.
I'll flip one over on first lap.
Gonna take up for him?
All right, if you are not making a change, park your car in the center of the track. Now is the time for those little itty bitty changes. I said park it in the center if you don't want to get your car slammed. Come on, Eric. All right, stop him at the front stretch. Stop him at the front stretch. Jason, you are leading these cars off. Eric in the 2 and Dan in that 3 spot. Whenever you're ready, Jason, you get these cars rolling. They're going at your pace. Going live, coming down the front stretch. All 3 have checked in for an early move on Eric. There he is to the 2 spot. 1 lap down, and Dan's already going to start working his way on the leader. Only 15 seconds into this one. Jason, 15:04.02, matching his pace from qualifying. Ran a 4.49. I don't think that's quite as fast as his qualifying hot lap. He is starting to build a gap a little bit. Was 1.3. Still 1.3 last time by. Eric, however, he's getting dogged by the leader. Let him by. That is your number 1 car. Eric is about to get lapped by the number 2 car. Please let him by too. There is a battle going on. 1 minute down, 3 left to go. Jason and Dan, your 1 and 2 cars separated by 1.3 seconds. They've been separated by the same amount of time for the last 5 laps. Just that last time, 1.1. Dan was able to sneak in a 10th on him. We'll get a little squirrely in turn 3. That was your number 2 car. Looks like your leader does have a car that takes a super smooth corner. Dan's looks just a little bit edgier. 140 down, 220 left to go. Jason, your leader, stretching that gap out. 1.8 now. Nearly halfway through this one. Your leader starting to build a gap. 2-0 now. His car only getting faster. 4.5 from your leader. 4.7 from the number 2 car. Dan's starting to get a push on the exit. A 4.6 from Jason and a 4.7 from Dan. That's another 10th to Jason. Jason's about half a lap behind him for that extra lap. 2.9 separating these two drivers. Dan Stewart, another fast lap out of him, 4.57. Jason, just a faster one, 4.56. Dan just ran his hot lap, 4.81 or 4.51. Here comes Jason. He's about a 10th faster every single lap. Looking to catch the backside of Dan with 1 minute left on the clock. 1 and 2 separated by 3.3 seconds. Your number 3 car, Eric Mason, 17 seconds back. 20 seconds out of that lead position. 35 seconds left on the clock. Your leader, orange and blue, number 24, Flames, coming up to the backside of Dan. Dan's going to get caught on a lap car. Not going to slow him down too much. Was 3.3, now 3.7. Here comes Jason. 2 turns away, 15 seconds left on the clock. We're going to see if he can get this extra lap on him. 10 seconds left. They're going to get about 2 more laps. Don't think he's going to have enough time to do it. Next lap, they will be done. Dan and Jason are done. Eric will be done now. That is a race. Race number 1 in the books. Jason and Dan, your 1 and 2 car. Please make your way back to the track. Back to the track if you were in that last one. We're going to look for 2 more volunteers. We have our racers from that last one. Just need 2 volunteers. If you are not racing, please make yourself available and come out and help marshal. I'm talking to everyone in the pits. If you are not racing right now, please make your way to the track to help out with marshaling. Doug, Keith, Bill, Grant, one of you, please make your way to the track to help out. Grant, You want to help Marshall? We love you, buddy. I'll give you time to get your car ready, don't you worry. All right, go ahead and stop the track. Track is quiet. Waiting our number 4 car. He is using a driver's minute. Here he comes. Sounds rough, but it might work. Might make it. Just be easy on the gas. I wouldn't rip on it for acceleration. All right, Jack, go ahead and cross the line. Get your transponder checked in. All right, Rodney on the 1 spot. Max in the 2. Dave in the 3. Jack in the 4. Whenever you guys are ready, go ahead and get them rolling. Rodney leading this one off. The cars will be going live coming out of turn 4. So Rodney gonna hold his lead through the first couple laps. Max in the 2 and Dave in that 3 spot. Ronnie, orange and blue, tracks the stock body. Black rims going to the line now. Hits it. 5.3 is his lap. In the number 2 spot, Max Mason. All purple, right behind the leader, about 1 second behind him. His lap time, 5.4. His fastest lap is a 5.3. Ronnie's is a 5.2. Here he goes, looking for the inside. Max taking it just a little wide. Rodney getting up on 2 wheels. Oh, I wouldn't want to edge that too much. Don't want to roll over, and that'd be the pass. Here comes Max. Through 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Oh, Rodney getting up on 2 wheels. I called it a second ago. I got $1 that says that's the way he messes up. Oh, Max going to get into the rear end of him. Here comes Dave. Dave in that 3 spot, looking to get all the way up to that 1. One mistake from the leader could put him in the 1 position. 130 down, 230 left to go. Dave biding his time, waiting for a mistake from these 2 cars. Looks like he's got the cleanest line of the 3. Fastest car. Ronnie down the front stretch now. Max in that 2 and Dave in that 3 spot. All 3 cars following in order. 2 minutes down, 2 minutes left to go. Oh, Max got a good run down the straight. That's another 10th to the good for him. 5.4 out of him, 5.5 out of Rodney. He's getting closer. Rodney with a little wide mistake. Oh, Max going to ride the pipe and go for a tumble. Dave now to the 2 spot. Max back to the 3. Dave waited it out. He got it. Free position. Now he's going to work on that number 1 car. 1:30 left on the clock. Dave ran a 5.3 last time. Ronnie with a 5.5. He's coming up on Ronnie. Oh, Ronnie gonna roll it over. I said it. That's the leader in turn 2. Back to the 3 spot. I called it. That's the way to lose the race. Dave to the point, Max to the 2, and now Rodney all the way back to that dreaded 3 spot. 1 minute left to go. Dave ran his fastest lap, 5.28. Oh, him and Rodney getting caught up. Here comes Max. He's not quite out of the fight. 40 seconds left on the clock. He's about 2 seconds behind him. Oh, Rodney for another tumble. He's been lapped by the number 2 car. 30 seconds left. I don't think Max is quite within striking distance. 15 seconds left. He's going to need a wreck out of Dave. Dave running some super fast, consistent laps now. Not quite making any mistakes. 5.5 out of him, 5.6 out of Max. 5 seconds left on the clock. Here's when it happens. To the line, Max is done. Rodney and Dave will be done. That is a race. All 3 of my cars have crossed and finished. Dave to that 1 spot. Max in the 2 and Rodney rounding out the 3.
No flips. You told me.
All right, Jason, thank you for blowing it off. Let's get our drivers to the track. Track is not open until we get some of our marshals out here. If you're in that last one, make sure you make your way to the track. Always a good rule of thumb. Leave your car in the drop-off area, then go to the track. If you are in the next race, I do make exceptions. All right. Track is open. Track is open. Watch the backstretch. Watch the backstretch. It's good. Track is fully open. Make your laps. I'm going to give you all about 5 laps. All 5 of them in a line. Oh, caution in front. All right, pause the front stretch. Now is the time for your changes if you want to make them. Any small tweaks. Now is the time while the straightaways are closed down. Make sure to have your car pulled off to the center of the track. All right, go ahead and get them lined up. Dan, you are leading them off. Bill in that 2 spot, Doug 3, Grant 4, Keith in that 5 spot. Dan, it is at your pace. Get these cars going. They are following you. Going live out of turn 4. Oh, Dan, get a little squirrely. Bill looking to the inside. Oh, Doug's going to get slammed all the way back to the 5 spot. 1 and 2 separating out. The battle right now closest 2 and 3. These cars looking super erratic. None of them look easy to control at all. I'm hearing all the bodies rubbing out there. Looks like Dan just looking for a clean, easy track. Gets around Keith, looking to lap the number 5 spot. He now is looking for the backside of Doug, the number 4 car. So our number 2 car, that is Bill Gibson. In the 3, Grant. In the 4 is Doug. Those cars all in a line. Keith in the middle of them. He's a lap down. So, Bill, your number 2 car. Orange flames. Black rims going down the backstretch now. In that 3 spot, Grant. Red and white. Black trim, 90. Going down the front stretch right now. Crossing the line. In that 4 spot is Doug. Right behind him, black and white. He just ran a 4.7 last time by Grant with a 4.8. He's coming up on him. Dan, the fastest of them all. 4.4 is his fastest lap. Looking to get around Doug. He gets it done. This is easy track for Doug. All he has to do is follow the leader, and he should be able to coast right with the traffic. There it is. Grant lets it just a little bit wide. That lets Doug close the gap. Keith in between them. 145 down, 2:15 left to go. Doug and Grant, your closest race on the track. This is for the number 3 spot. Oh, Doug's going to ride the pipe and go all the way around. Over rotation. Halfway through the race, 2 minutes left to go. So next up, Bill in the number 2 spot. He is losing that gap on Dan. 3.8 seconds, 1-2. Bill in that 2 spot, Dan out front. Looks like Dan and Bill trading positions every other lap. Dan had the inside last time, Bill got it on the outside. Oh, Grant with the mistake. That's going to put Doug up to that 3 spot. Grant rode the pipe, went all the way around. Doug up into that 3 spot. He has made that podium position. Oh, wait, never mind. He had a 10-second lap. He got lapped. Dan in that 1 spot. Bill in the 2. Grant in that 3 spot. Doug in that 4. He's about 3 seconds behind Grant. Grant 4 seconds behind Bill. Bill about a lap and a half behind Dan. 45 seconds left on the clock. Oh, Dan's going to spin out. Next closest car is Bill. 7 seconds apart. No one's going to be within range to take out the leader. 30 seconds left on the clock. Dan out front. 4.8 last time. 4.9 out of that number 2 car. Grant, 4.8. 4.7 out of Grant. Fastest car on the track is your leader. He ran a 4.4 on the lap number 10. His average, 4.7. 10 seconds left on the clock. Oh, Dan gonna ride the pipe. Here comes Bill. Coming back for that extra lap. 3 seconds left on the clock. Not gonna be able to get it done for that. Bill, the only one done. Keith, Doug, Grant, and Dan. That's a race. All 5 cars have crossed and finished. Dan, Bill, and Grant. Hey, Doug.
Yeah.
You get a 10-second lap in the middle there?
Okay.
I didn't know if it missed you. I wasn't looking. Maybe it missed you a lap. Because that'll put you in the 3 spot.
I shouldn't have missed a lap, but
Well, that would put you in the number 3 spot, Doug. Well, you go talk to Grant. You go talk to Grant then. I'm sure he's fine. I have my marshals looking for my racers. Racers to the track. Should be able to get away with 3 marshals. We're completely fine with that. All right, straightaways are closed. Straightaways are closed. If you want to make any changes, now's the time. Any remote changes? If not, Jason, you are on the 1. Keith in the 2. Rodney in the 3. Dave on the 4. Jason's going to be rolling us off whenever he's ready. Final race of the night going live out of turn 4. Jason going to get a good run. Oh, caution on the backstretch. We're going to go ahead and restart that one. We're going to go ahead and restart it. Track is shut down. Shut down the track. I want to see a good race. No taking each other out. Jason to the point. Keith 2, Rodney 3, Dave 4. Huh? Huh? Shut up. All right, go ahead and get them rolling. Final race of the night. Make it a clean, good one to watch. Going live at the line. Much better. Jason getting just as good of a stretch as last time. Keith to the 2 spot, still holding it down. Ran a 5.2. Jason, fastest lap on the track, 5.199. 25 seconds down. Jason running a 45.401. Not quite as fast as his TQ time. Very, very close. Your leader looking up to the backside of Dave. Dave getting lapped by the number 1 car. Here comes Keith. Make sure you let him by too, Dave. Ooh, Rodney getting real squirrely out of that turn 1. He is in that number 3 spot. Keith in the 2, Jason in the 1. So your leader, Blue and Orange Flames, number 24 to the line, now 3 and 4. And that number 2 spot is Keith, the all-white, stickered up, 14, going to the front stretch now. He's about 1.8 seconds behind the leader. Was 1.8. We'll see what it is this time. 1.6, picking up about 2/10. Oh, Keith's going to roll over in turn 3. Watch turn 3. Very good job. He's going to get a lap. Keith all the way down to that 2. Oh, he's still going to hold the 2 spot. Ronnie in that 3. Dave in the 4. Keith going to get lapped. Oh, he's going to take that lap back. Jason in the 1 spot. 4 seconds back is Keith. Another 2 seconds is Rodney. And another 2 is Dave. So these cars pretty evenly spread out between them. Halfway down, 2 minutes in, 2 minutes left to go. Your leader, Orange and Blue, going down the front stretch now. Right in front of him is the number 2 car. This is going on for the lap. 4.9 seconds separate him. Keith in a very bad position here. He has his competition behind him. In that number 3 spot is Rodney. He's about 2 seconds behind the white car. Rodney, the all-black, suntan orange. His next car to chase is the white one. That is Keith Tishner. Keith not going to give Jason an easy time. He's going to race him every bit for that lap. Jason's going to get it by. Keith looking to the inside. Jason catching some wall. They're giving each other some wheel. It's not going to hurt them each. Not going to hurt them at all. Keith going to ride the pipe, get a little squirrely. That's going to put Jason up to that 2 spot. Here comes Rodney. Oh, he's going to roll over in turn 4. Go wide, go wide. It's clear. 3:05 down, 55 left to go. Rodney's going to get lapped. He's still in that podium position. He's got 13 seconds to the good of Dave. Here comes Keith and Rodney, separated by 5 seconds. Rodney not trying to get lapped by Keith. Jason just got his first lap done on Keith. 20 seconds left to go in this one. Your leader down the backstretch. He's got 7 seconds to the good of Keith. Keith in the 2 spot. He's got 5 seconds to the good of Rodney, that all black car. Looking for the lap on him. 5 seconds left on the clock. No one's going to change any positions. I'll call you done. The only one done. Jason, Dave, Rodney's going to be the last to cross. That is a race. Make sure to blow off the track and take the blowers with you. Pull them off and leave them over by Mike Beasley's pit. Thank you for a good night of racing, guys. If you made